Hey everyone, I'm Bill.
And I'm Bogna, and we're with Cali Motor TV. Welcome back to the channel.
And welcome back to A&S Motorcycles here in Sacramento, California. Now, you guys have seen that I've already been on a 2019 GS 1250, but today, me and Bogna, we're going to do a two-up ride on this beautiful touring GS 1250. Now, this is fully equipped, and it has a price tag of $30,000. This might be the most expensive bike I've ridden here at A&S, but let's take a look around the bike, let's get geared up, and let's get on the road and see how we both like this bike as a two-up.
I can't wait.
Alright guys, so we're here on the 2019 R1250. This is the new 1250 Boxer with the shift cam technology. Real quick, just want to go over the instrument cluster. First of all, we have the beautiful TFT display. Hands down best display on the market. I absolutely love it. And so real quick, just going through modes and suspension. So we've got our suspension, we've got road and dynamic, basically our two basic suspension on the fly settings. Cruise control, hazards, blinkers, horns. We do have the fog lights on the exclusive edition. Over here we've got our different modes. So we've got rain mode, we've got road mode, dynamic, and enduro. So let's go ahead and start off in road mode. We have our on and off switch, so we're going to go ahead and switch it on. And let's talk to our passenger back here.
Hey guys.
So we're up on a two-up ride again. So we get this warmed up a little bit. Air is adjusted. Windshield. So babe, here's our little fancy windshield.
I feel like a button would be a little fancier.
I know. Let's just keep it up. Let's go ahead and keep our windshield up because we're going to be on the road. Oh, suspension. So if we push and hold the suspension while the bike is on, we go into an auto mode, and we can go max mode, or we can go, I'm going to go minimum, or we can go back into, oh, did you feel that? Mm-hmm. So let's go into auto mode, and away we go. So let's... And of course, instantly, guess what I did?
Oh, wrong direction?
Yep, exactly. All right. So we've been on the 1250 RT on a two-up ride, but not the GS. So the GS is, it's big.
But you know, I don't have a lot of room back here. Like if you know, I'm 120 something pounds, and if someone is a little bigger, then there is not a lot of room for activity back here.
Now, realistically, most GSs aren't a two-up bike. Most people that are doing a lot of two-ups with their significant other typically is going to be more of a they're going to go into the RT, or they're going to get into the K1600. So it's kind of a it's kind of a one or the other. This generally isn't going to be a very highly two-up bike, but there are a lot of people that do
Say that 6 times fast.
6 times real fast.
But it does have a backrest, so that this is really nice because I don't have to pay as much attention to what you're doing.
Yeah.
So I love me some backrest.
The exclusive is what we're on. Fully bagged, bags on the side, bags in the back, so it's got the trunk. That's what yeah. And of course, the TFT display is just absolutely gorgeous in this bike.
I have a really nice view. I can like look above you.
Oh, you're way up there, huh?
I am way up there. It's really nice. Like I can actually legitimately enjoy the scenery. I mean, not much of a scenery, but I can enjoy the scenery. I like that.
Now, comfort-wise, this is just what to be expected. This is absolutely gorgeous to ride as far as the seat. How is the back seat?
It's pretty good. It could be a tad more cushy, I think, but it's also a new bike, so it probably will break in a little.
Now, I can't say that for the front. The front is absolutely amazing. It's kind of a cradle style, so I'm kind of in a seat, and what's nice is I don't actually, where your legs are and where they're hitting my back, I don't even really feel you back there, and this, I've got this little spot it got you up higher, and so it's very, very nice. It's I love this seat. I could this is definitely a seat that I would be on for some time. So
I mean, this is as comfortable as any of the seats that I've been on,
yeah.
But I feel like it could have been a tad more, like your seat looks a little more comfortable, but it's not like the MT seat where I got a bruise on my butt cheek.
Yeah.
So it's good. I like it. I like that I can look over you. This is really cool.
Now the GS is
Can we have one?
Yes, it's $30,000. This is basically the most specced out. Actually, I think you can get up to almost 34,000 on this thing.
So
but,
see, this is like a deal then.
Okay, so let's get into the quick shifter and let's get into the shifting on the 1250, because when we did the RT 1250, I complained about the shifting and people were like, blah blah blah. All right, I'm going to tell you, the shifting is not. You can see the jerks in this thing. It is not. You know, second, going from first to second and second to third, it's quite a hard shift. And I'm using the quick shifter, so I'm not using obviously the clutch or anything. So it does have a little bit of clunk on the lower end, on the lower gears. Going from fourth to fifth, no problem. Now, one of the things that I just noticed that's actually pretty cool, downshifts, nice, no problem, no problem. No problem, no problem, okay. So downshift's not that bad, but let's take a look when we go from first to second around here, and let's watch how this reacts. Now, babe, can you see up here the number 1?
Yes.
So you know how they've got the shift arrow to tell you when to shift?
Yes.
So BMW's added it to motorcycles, which is interesting. So if you watch the number 1, you'll see an arrow above it.
Oh, that's fancy dancy.
All right, so wait, we
shift
go
when
here.
It tells you to then. Maybe you're shifting
Okay.
too late.
So, all right, shift. Bam.
Yeah, still.
Yep. Yeah, you know, going into second and third at their shift points, and then fourth it quiets down. So it's just, it's kind of odd. So let's maybe at the next stoplight get on it a teeny bit, get up the revs, and shift it and see how it reacts from there. Now, bars are very, very nice. They're kind of elbow height, so they're not up too high. And I'm just in this thing, I need to get some revs up on this thing. Fairly quiet.
No, it's really nice. And the wind is nice. It goes over me and over you. I like that.
Yeah, and the windshield, I think the windshield could be a tad bigger. Now, obviously, the RT has a ginormous windshield. I don't think we need to go that big, but I think if we could get it up just a little bit higher and get maybe a little bit more of a curve to it, that would be nice for the windscreen. But and a power windscreen would have been nice. I believe we have a power windscreen on the RT, so that would have been nice to be able to throw it on this GS. But we have our little window roller downer. And of course we're keyless ride, so the key's in my pocket, so that's very nice. So we've got a one push for the key or the button, the ignition on, and then of course the standards as always. So I'm gonna get the revs up a little bit higher. Yeah, good, look at that, just that shift. So I'm not tripping. And I've been wanting to get on one of these things because when I did the first one, I complained about the RT, and everyone, I thought maybe I gotta ride that thing again and see what I'm doing wrong. But it definitely shifts hard. It's not anything major. I mean, it's kind of shocks the passenger. I think it's probably more of a shock to you. I know it's coming, but for you, it's gonna give you a little bounce. But
it's not bad though, especially because I have the backrest. Without the backrest, I'm not. Definitely gotta have the backrest with a passenger. It's nice.
And let's take a look if we've got the auto canceling signals. Now that may have been something that was new on that S1000. This guy wants over, so let's switcheroo with him. So the S1000 has, the 2020 has the new canceling signals, and I talked about it in my last video on the 2020 R1200, but it didn't have it, and this one doesn't have it, and so it would have been nice to have those. I really enjoyed it. Some people complain that they don't work, but I like it. Now, hill start assist. Thank God. Thank God. Pulling the brake, and then go.
That's very cool.
I like the hill start assist. I didn't use it. You know, it's not really needed much on the sport bike. On the 2020, it had it, and I enjoyed it.
Oh, we never tested it out in San Francisco. Damn it.
Yeah, we were gonna do a little video in San Francisco for the hill start assist, but it left the collection before we could. But it's all right. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get this shifted into a dynamic mode. Let's go ahead and switch the auto suspension to minimum, and let's go into, so we're at minimum suspension, so we should be, we're like super cool. Like plush. This thing is like holy plushness. This thing is like, it's like you're jumping on a 1952 old mattress. This thing is like, woo!
Boink, boink, boink.
Wow, that's kind of crazy. So we're in road, so let's go dynamic, and let's go max.
It's so boinky.
It is a little boinky, huh? It might, so A&S has a ton of these GSs right now. So if you guys are interested in a GS, come, because, oh, I feel the suspension, it's lifting up. Wow, that's correct. It's always a trip up on these electronic suspensions.
Oh yeah, it's not boinking anymore.
Yeah, it's not boinking. Oh, it's nice. Nice. So, if you're interested in a GS, come see A&S. Their current promotion, I don't know how long it's on for, so don't hold me to this, but you get a free navigation when you purchase a GS, and it's navigation ready, so it's just plug and play right there. So very, very nice. So that's what that system is for your navigation. And of course, the Executive has the hand guards on it, which is nice. So if you are doing a little bit more of the enduro style riding, yeah, going into second gear, man, that thing's got a hop to it.
Yeah, I can definitely feel it on the backrest a little. I wish the backrest would be a little more plushy, like a tiny little bit plushy.
I'm assuming that there is a backrest pad that can go on that case, because you're just sitting on the case. There's no.
There's one.
Oh, is there? Okay. Yeah. Well, stand corrected.
There is one, but maybe there is a sissy version for Bognas.
Yeah.
You know, picky.
A little bit more.
Ooh, I really like the visibility on it for the passenger. I really enjoyed this.
Nice up there?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Wonderfully handling. So let's get out on the freeway here. You like how I call this our freeway, babe?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
It's got some legs. Yee.
And we got a lot of weight on this thing, and it still is goes. Now, cruise control is really nice, easy. Flip on cruise control, hit the set button. We're set at 60. So look at the instrument cluster. It's really nice because it shows us in our what our cruise is set at. So if we go 62, 63, so very nice. And then of course, you know, to get the cruise off, you can either pull the brake, pull the clutch, roll the throttle off, so you can roll the throttle off, or of course front brake, rear brake, or just flip that switch off. Now, I highly recommend keeping that switch off. I have a couple times bumped that switch on and the cruise control on my S1000, and I've been like, wait, rolling off the throttle and there's no engine brake. So
that doesn't sound safe.
So the 1250 shift cam technology and the shift cam technology on the S1000 RR is new for 2019. The shift cam technology, what's nice about it is it's supposed to give you that mid-range lack of power. Now, I'm on the throttle right now and there's not much mid-range power. I'm assuming there is some type of restriction in either the fly-by-wire or in the exhaust. Now, what's interesting is I rode the 1250R, R1250R, and that thing had no restrictions, but the size of the can on that thing was ginormous. So what BMW is in fight with right now is the sound requirements and making sure that this thing meets sound requirements. And so I think, you know, it was one of my biggest pet peeves and one of the biggest reasons why I got rid of the 2020 S1000 RR was because, you know, it required me tuning it. You know, I put a full system on it and I still had that big loss of power in that, you know, 4,000 to 8,000 RPMs. So the shift cam technology, I'm not sure if it's working to its design potential, so to speak, on the GS. I would be interested to know, comment down below if you guys do know, did BMW do any throttle restrictions and is tuning required or tuning optional for this GS to take that kind of lag away on the lower end, because this bike definitely has it. You know, getting into second and let's get into third gear, and we're at 4,000 RPMs. Got a little pickup there. I think it's on the higher gears, so it might not be as bad. So, but I'm curious to see, did BMW on this 1250 do any throttle reduction, or did they leave it alone?
But
So,
I mean, this is also like an off-road bike, so you don't want like a super buttload of power down low and mid-range, right? I think
no, that's where you want the power.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you want to be able to use your power. You know, a lot of people, especially on the S1000, everyone's like, oh, you know, you need to ride up at the 14,000 RPMs. 14,000 RPMs on a straight, that's fine, but when you're on a track, that gets you into trouble. Same thing on the trails, right?
Oh, okay.
On the trails, you want to be in that kind of, it's the same kind of gearing idea, so to speak, because
okay,
you don't want to be pulling out, you know, you don't want to be at 8,000 RPMs on the trail, because then your tire will break loose.
Oh, interesting. I don't ride dirt, so, and I don't have no desire to do that, so we're cool. I like the note it has, this boom, boom.
Yeah, it's got a nice, I like the way the 1250 sounds. It's really nice. The boxer mode, I enjoy it. I love the, you know, the R9T racer that I have. I really love the exhaust that I've put on it. I put a Boss exhaust on it, and there's a lot of exhaust options for this 1250 motor already. So options of a little better sound is nice, so that's available. But I enjoy it. This is a very, very nice bike. This is what I would expect from a $30,000 motorcycle. There are a few things that I think that we could have added to it. A power windshield. It does have heated hand grips, but I didn't see a heated seat. So I don't know if that is an option that can be added, or if it is actually, I didn't really even look to see if it was there, but there's no button for it up on the handlebars.
And I look back here, there's definitely nothing for the passenger.
Yeah. So that would have been kind of neat, because this is definitely going to be in some more of the, you can be in some cold weather with the trail riding. So
can I have a heated seat for the MT? I don't hear any enthusiasm.
Tire pressure not set to set point, so we've got to get some tire pressure in this thing. So check tire pressure. So they should be very good on tire pressure. So let's check and see what's happening with our tire pressure. Let's see if we have a low tire. Let's go ahead and shift that off. And there, power off, and let me go forward for Wagner to hop off.
I'm so graceful. Not.
I doubt she's going to put that in, but watch how graceful I am getting off this bike.
Wow, yes, like a ballerina, babe.
Ballerina.
How does it go?
So we've got our 1250 GS exclusive edition. Beautiful bike, love it. It was very nice. Minor things with the shifter, which I think is just a 1250 thing, but I really like this thing. We've got factory headlights, or factory fog lights and driving lights. Very nice. Bells to the whistle. $30,000 here at A&S. And again, if you get any of their GSs, which they have a showroom full of them, you get a free navigation for a limited time. So hopefully we'll be able to get this out and still get this to you. But it's a great ride.
I love it. I really enjoyed it. It's fun.
So let's pick this, the RT, or the K 1600 Grand America. Which do you like the best for a 2-up?
So I like actually this the best. The other two are more comfortable, but I feel this is more for us. Yeah, if you know, like, because we will take it out to Tahoe or something, so this is gonna be more fun for you to ride. So for us, I think this, for like if you're just going on long highway rides, it will be the big boy,
the 1600 Grand America. So I think my favorite was actually the 1600 Grand America. It was balanced so nice, and everything, the power, everything was so perfect on it. But I think you're right, this would be more of a kind of a younger crowd style bike. So it's a toss-up, you know. I think if we're gonna be in and out of trails, obviously this one. But I think if we're just going to Tahoe and back, I would take that Grand America.
Really? Wow.
Yep. Absolutely.
There you have it.
All right, guys. Well, till next video, make sure you stay tuned. Shoot a comment down below, and of course, smash that like button, please. It's super important. And of course, subscribe, please. But until next video, we will see you then.
Bye bye, everyone.
See you guys.